we're tackling one of the most important questions about Social Security. What happens to survivor benefits if a spouse passes away before claiming their own benefits? Whether you're planning your retirement or helping a loved one navigate this stage of life, understanding these benefits is crucial to ensuring financial security for those left behind. I appreciate you tuning in to today's show. I'm thrilled to have you here, and I've got an excellent topic to dive into, one inspired by a real question from a client of mine named Jim. Jim posed a thoughtful question about survivor benefits for his wife in the event of his passing, especially if he hasn't started taking his own Social Security benefits yet. This is a critical concern that applies to many individuals navigating retirement planning, as the timing and decisions around Social Security can significantly impact a surviving spouse's financial security. It's a nuanced topic, but it's incredibly important to understand, especially if you or someone you know is navigating retirement planning. Jim's question boils down to this: what happens to survivor benefits if he passes away before claiming his own benefits? Specifically, how much would his wife be entitled to receive in this scenario? Today, we'll explore this question in detail, addressing both the rules and different scenarios that could come into play. To start, let's quickly go over some background on survivor benefits versus spousal benefits. These terms often confuse people, so it's crucial to clarify their differences. Spousal benefits are what you're entitled to receive while your spouse is still living. For example, if your spouse's full retirement benefit is $3,000, you might qualify for up to $1,500 as a spousal benefit while they're alive. Survivor benefits, on the other hand, come into play after your spouse has passed away. And in that case, you may be eligible to receive their full benefit amount. These differences highlight how the benefits shift based on life events, making it crucial to understand how each applies to your situation. Both types of benefits have distinct rules and calculations, and understanding the nuances is key to making informed decisions about your financial future. For today's discussion, we're focusing solely on survivor benefits. This topic is particularly relevant to those planning for the future and considering different scenarios that could impact their Social Security benefits. Now, let's dive into the specifics of Jim's question. Before addressing Jim's situation, let's establish who qualifies for survivor benefits. There are several key criteria that must be met. First, you must be at least 60 years old to begin receiving survivor benefits, though this age requirement is reduced to 50 if you are disabled. Second, you must be single at the time you claim survivor benefits. If you remarry before age 60 or age 50, if you're disabled, you generally become ineligible for survivor benefits unless that subsequent marriage ends. Third, you need to have been married to your spouse for at least 9 months before their passing, although exceptions exist if the death was accidental. Finally, if you were married to an ex-spouse for at least 10 years, you may still be entitled to their survivor benefits as long as you're currently single. Understanding these criteria is essential because many people mistakenly assume they'll automatically qualify, when in reality, specific conditions must be met. It's worth noting that navigating these rules requires careful attention to detail, and consulting with a professional can help clarify eligibility in more complex situations. Now that we've covered the basics, let's take a moment to reflect on why understanding eligibility criteria is so crucial. Knowing who qualifies and the specific conditions that must be met can empower individuals to make informed decisions and avoid costly mistakes. With this foundation in place, let's turn our attention to Jim's question. What happens if he passes away before claiming his own benefits? This situation involves several potential scenarios, each with its own implications for the surviving spouse. To better understand, let's break it down. In the first scenario, let's assume Jim has already started taking benefits at his full retirement age, FRA, which in this case we'll assume is 67. If Jim begins taking Social Security benefits at his FRA, the amount he was receiving at the time of his death becomes the survivor benefit his wife can claim. For example, if Jim was receiving $3,000 per month when he passed, his wife would be eligible to receive that same $3,000 per month as her survivor benefit. There's no increase or decrease. What he was receiving is what she will receive. This simplicity can provide some relief in a difficult time, as the survivor benefit would directly match what Jim had been entitled to, ensuring continuity and financial support. Things get a bit more complicated in the second scenario, where Jim starts taking benefits before his FRA. Social Security rules state that a surviving spouse is entitled to either the amount their spouse was receiving at the time of their death or 82.5% of their spouse's full retirement age benefit, whichever is higher. Let's break this down further. Suppose Jim's FRA benefit is $3,000, but he decides to claim early at age 65, reducing his benefit to $2,500. If he passes away, his wife would be entitled to either the $2,500 he was receiving or 82.5% of his FRA benefit. In this case, 82.5% of $3,000 is $2,475, which is lower than $2,500. Thus, she would receive the higher amount, $2,500. This scenario highlights how claiming benefits early can impact a surviving spouse. The reduced benefit Jim took early would carry over to his wife unless the 82.5% rule provides a higher amount. These choices underscore the importance of planning and timing when deciding to claim benefits, as the long-term implications can significantly affect a surviving spouse's financial well-being. In the third scenario, let's consider what happens if Jim has not yet filed for benefits and passes away before reaching his FRA. In this case, his wife's survivor benefit would be based on the amount he would have received at his FRA. However, her age at the time of claiming also plays a critical role. If his wife claims survivor benefits at age 60, she would receive a reduced amount, roughly 71.5% of his FRA benefit. For example, if Jim's FRA benefit was $3,000, she'd receive about $2,445 per month by claiming at age 60. The reduction decreases as she gets closer to her FRA, with the full benefit available at her FRA. This reduction is one of the many factors that survivors must weigh carefully. While the immediate financial need may push someone to claim early, the long-term trade-offs in monthly income should not be overlooked. This scenario also illustrates how timing and personal financial needs intersect, requiring thoughtful analysis. Finally, let's consider a scenario where Jim delays his benefits beyond his FRA, perhaps aiming to maximize his Social Security by waiting until age 70. If Jim passes away at age 68 without filing, his wife's survivor benefit would reflect the credits he earned by delaying. Essentially, her benefit would equal the amount he would have received if he had claimed on the date of his death. Delayed retirement credits can boost benefits by up to 8% per year beyond FRA, meaning her survivor benefit could exceed his FRA amount. For example, if Jim's full retirement age benefit was $3,000 per month, delaying by 1 year could increase that amount to $3,040. If he delayed by 2 years, it could rise to $3,480 per month. These increases not only apply to Jim during his lifetime, but also directly affect the survivor benefit his wife would receive, highlighting the value of these credits in providing additional financial security. This potential increase emphasizes the value of strategic planning when delaying benefits. However, it also underscores the need for flexibility, as unforeseen circumstances, such as an untimely death, could alter even the best laid plans. Balancing the benefits of delay with the uncertainties of life is a challenge that many retirees face, and having a comprehensive plan can make these decisions more manageable. There are a few additional points to keep in mind when planning around survivor benefits. A surviving spouse doesn't have to claim benefits immediately. Delaying survivor benefits until their own FRA can result in a higher monthly amount. However, it's important to weigh this decision carefully. Delaying may provide a larger monthly benefit, but it could mean forgoing income in the short term, which might not be ideal for everyone's financial situation. On the other hand, claiming benefits early might address immediate needs, but could reduce the total amount received over a lifetime. For example, if a spouse claims at age 60 instead of their FRA, they might receive 71.5% of the full benefit, whereas waiting until FRA would provide the full amount. Evaluating personal financial needs, health considerations, and other income sources is critical when making this decision. However, survivor benefits don't grow beyond the FRA, so there's no advantage to delaying past that point. Additionally, surviving spouses may have their own Social Security benefits. They can choose to claim either their own benefit or the survivor benefit, whichever is higher. This decision often requires strategic planning to maximize lifetime benefits. Another important consideration is working while receiving survivor benefits. If the surviving spouse is under FRA and still working, their survivor benefit may be subject to an earnings limit, which can reduce the amount they receive. Once they reach FRA, the earnings limit no longer applies. It's also essential to coordinate survivor benefits with other sources of retirement income, such as pensions, savings, or investments, to ensure a balanced and sustainable financial plan. As you can see, survivor benefits involve many variables, from the timing of claims to the specific rules that apply to each situation. For Jim's wife, the outcome depends heavily on whether Jim claimed benefits and at what age, as well as her own age and circumstances at the time of his passing. Understanding these rules can make a significant difference in ensuring financial stability for a surviving spouse. If you or someone you know has questions about survivor benefits, I encourage you to seek professional guidance. It's a complex topic, but with the right planning, you can make the most of the benefits you're entitled to. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to bringing you more insights on retirement planning next week.